This world is my balls and my word. I don't break them for no one. You understand?
No way. No way.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
What's going on?
This fool. We got Tony Montana over here.
Man.
We got Manny.
I'm sophisticated now.
Super sophisticated.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to match up his aura. Maybe someday, not just yet, but I will get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking good though, man. Yeah. How you feeling? You feel good?
5 below, man.
5 below?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that thing, you look like $9, man. Do that.
Yeah.
It's got the pinstripe right here.
Yeah.
Woo! But today we're gonna go over an awesome video.
Yeah, we're gonna go and talk about Akash Singh. You know, he's been popping up in a lot of our feeds and all that lately, especially with this wife that he has. I don't know. I think a lot of this stuff's just going too far off the cringe meter.
The drama, dude.
Oh, it's too much.
The controversy.
Too
So
much.
I cannot wait to see what they have to say. So far, it's not looking good though, right?
A lot of simpish behavior.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So one of the hottest topics online recently has been a stand-up comedian named Akash Singh and some comments that his wife has made about their life and their marriage. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Flagrant podcast starring Andrew Schultz and the man himself Akash. And as far as digital media goes, comedy podcasts are not really my thing.
I've heard some legendary tipping, right? Like, you know, I remember I was hanging with Rogan once. He drops the car off, it's 100. Picks it up, it's 100.
Okay, that's aggressive.
Yeah.
He's responsible. He just.
I guess I just don't find either host to be particularly funny. I really think that Andrew got a career from swinging on Joe Rogan's nuts, and then Akash in turn did the same with Andrew. You know, this guy is actually so unfunny as a comedian that I thought for sure he was like Lily Singh's long-lost brother or something like that. But it is simply not true. They actually do have two things in common though. For one, they both cannot take any sort of constructive criticism regarding their comedy.
I'm trying to power through the set, but when I'm done with my set and I see him doing this, that shit, there is no way your fucking left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour.
And for two, they were both virgins deep into their 30s.
I'm sure I could get there, but I don't give off the vibe, I think, of the girls like, I gotta fuck that guy.
In fact, it's quite apparent that growing up, and even through his early adult life, that this man had zero confidence in himself and never really got any attention from any girls.
So in high school it was because you said you didn't look good, and then after that it was
I was hideous.
Well, you're not a hideous guy.
Hey, you haven't seen me in high school.
Well,
Short,
what
fat,
happened?
crooked teeth. I was just like a chipmunk, dude.
And I really do think that this is how he became a living doormat, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. And funny enough, the seeds of this expose of his home life were planted years ago, when Myron and Frogger from Fresh and Fit
The guy, he doesn't seem like he has too much confidence. You know? It's like, I guess he's pointing out that back in the days, like, we didn't see him.
Just own up to it a little bit.
Yeah.
would go onto the Flagrant podcast, and it was beyond clear that Akash was not a fan of these guys by any means.
The way I look at it is, you watch them you see them evolutionary charts from Neanderthal to Homo sapien.
Yeah.
Y'all are the first motherfucker out of Neanderthal.
And ever since this interaction, the two of them have had beef for years, and even the two podcasts in general have had issues with each other. And at first I would say it was a pretty even battle with each respected fan base kind of riding for their guys, but lately Myron has been teabagging the shit out of Akash online. And it's really all been possible because of Akash's wife, Jasleen, as she has pretty much given Myron all the ammo in the world. You see, Akash made the mistake of trying to appear too perfect, and every time he would open up his mouth about his wife, Jasleen, he would paint her as this beautiful, sexy, but also innocent, almost naive person. And on more than one occasion, he noted this story where they lost their V-cards to each other when she was in her early 20s, and I believe he was in his late 30s.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this:
And
do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
I remember I was just like, what?
I mean, it's almost like the guy had a superiority complex over this V-card fun fact, when in reality, he was really just on some Steve Carell shit. And it's quite apparent that even in his newfound success, he was still deeply insecure from his adolescence. But either way, Akash was still pretty well respected for years, and the problem really didn't start until his wife opened up her mouth. And at first, it was simply about the red pill community and specifically Fresh and Fit.
So my husband actually interviewed these red pill guys on their podcast one time, and I won't mention their names because who the fuck even cares. But it was so funny because he actually called them out on their shit and their like stupid fucking beliefs and how they say that they're helping men when actually what they say is like really detrimental and damaging, especially to young impressionable men. Because he went at them, the red pill guys like fans were attacking him afterwards, found pictures of us, and because I'm like objectively attractive, you know, they were saying that we couldn't possibly have got together in a natural kind of way or like in the wild, like it must have been an arranged marriage.
Now, the most ironic part about her call-out is that she herself turned to making Fresh and Fit as content for women, where she embodies the idea that women should be constantly treated like spoiled brats who need their every whim catered to by their husbands. In fact, it seems like all she really knows how to do is sit at home and spend Akash's money. I mean, just listen to how she describes herself.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Justine. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
And trust me guys, after this, the clips only get much worse. You know, it's almost like going from Weenie Hut Jr. straight to Hell's Inferno, as she totally comes off as an entitled gold digger when it comes to finances.
How do you and your husband split finances?
We don't. If you want to work, all for that. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his account, that's a fucking red flag. His money is our money and my money is my money.
Yes, that's very easy to say when you have no income.
That is actually my number one. They must be generous with their finances from day one.
Oh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Ah! Let's go ride a bike with my wife. Ah!
And it's just like the best fucking part is like living with your best friend.
Also, it's like there's
who buys you designer shit.
My wife is objectively gorgeous. Me? No. So that's what you gotta do. I gotta work my ass off, and then every time she starts looking at me and she starts assessing my beauty, I just throw a bag at that bitch. Chest pass!
And just look at her sheer reaction to Akash surprising her with an upgraded wedding ring recently.
First of all, I want to say to Amma, happy birthday. All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted.
With him also saying that he now wanted to renew their vows in India in front of their families, and just pay attention to what her main focus was in this clip.
Ghislaine sing. Will you be Ghislaine sing forever again?
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! How big is this? Thank you so much! What do you say? This is so...
Courtney Muffin. You were sitting in her lap.
Now clearly she was not moved by the rededication of their love to each other. Hell, she even dodged that poor motherfucker's kiss.
Marriage is much better for women. It literally starts with a man getting on his knees begging you. But is that enough? No. You also get an exquisite piece of jewelry. 3 paychecks, that's what she told me. 3 on a finger?
And I just know for a fact that she is the type of chick to require a blood diamond over a lab grown, all because she needs to walk around feeling supreme to other people. You know, she wants to feel that slave labor on her finger. And Akash actually makes another fatal mistake here of encouraging her to have a TikTok and podcasting platform.
Who was your first girlfriend?
I had one in college.
Subject.
Now for him, this was really the beginning of the end, as she would start oversharing quickly.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. The top like 4 songs when I came back for my sophomore year, Click, Pop That, Bands Make Her Dance, Birthday Cake, the 2 Chainz. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like, ugh.
And it's just hilarious because Akash acted like he found this diamond in the rough, like she was some pure angel sent down from heaven, when it turns out she was the total opposite.
I was popping my pussy in these white boy frat houses.
I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or Hinge. Like, this was like in the OG days of the app. And this guy, I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my god!
And I gotta say, for someone who is already years out of college, she sure does reminisce about it a lot, and it seems like most of her memories involve partying and other men.
So do me a favor, to all my brown girls who are starting college, you actually don't have to date the first guy that gives you attention. And when I got to college, I was like, oh my god, it's like open season, and like all these guys are like starting to give me attention, and like everyone's being so social.
Yeah, what do you think of that so far though, dude?
What is it? It's like one of those people that tries to convert somebody. It's like look, man, after the streets, you're not gonna save them. No matter how many times you propose and all
I
that.
feel like he feels probably almost like he needs to because of how much. Because now it's no longer like he knows. I'm sure he knows.
Yeah.
But now it's like
on the internet.
yeah, he
So
made his bed. He's laying in that shit. He
It's
has
the
to.
denial
Yeah.
stage. Like, all right, people are saying this, but no, it
He's
can't
gonna-
be
he's
my
gonna double
life.
down, yeah. I don't know how I feel, man. If my girl was, if it was like that dude, like I don't know, I would have a hard time seeing it.
You don't do that in a relationship. You don't trash talk the other person and then go out and openly say that like he thinks you're one way. You're blatantly going out there and saying, hey, look, I was a tramp in college, and then now it's like he's like, oh, I want to marry you again.
That's crazy, dude.
Like,
That's crazy
okay,
work.
she may have been a tramp in college, but hey, everybody else, stay away. She's mine. I'm asking her again.
Yeah, no, it's a hard watch.
It's cringe.
Yeah, it's a hard watch.
It's cringe, man.
Now, where things would really explode for Neon's father, though, is when his wife opens up her mouth about her best friend slash podcast host husband, Nav. And at first I thought she was actually talking about the pudgy rapper, but no, she is on this man's dick like no married woman I've ever seen.
Would y'all ever have an together with your husband?
Priya,
She tried.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
Now, for me, all of these statements would be grounds for immediate divorce, and no, I'm not even joking. Like, never have I sat with one of my friends and said, damn bro, your girl got a fat ass, she got some nice tits. Like, that would just be so disrespectful that I would expect any one of my boys to slap the hell out of me for that, and obviously vice versa.
We're gonna have a compound.
Yes.
And me, Nav, Nehal, and Akash are gonna be in two like adjoining houses so that we could always be near each other.
And we're gonna have a connecting basement where we have dinner and movie nights and
yeah. Akash is such a fucking king. Like, everyone knows he's the best husband, and I don't often find men that measure up to him. And like, Nav completely measures up to him, if not more.
But for Akash, this ends up being the worst part, as he willingly gets cucked for their audience of less than 1,000 subscribers. And the funniest part to me is that he shows up on the couch with the other husband, Nav, and I expected him to be like this jacked, badass, historically good-looking guy. And funny enough, he's really just like Akash 2.0. He's like his cooler older brother or some shit like that, body language and all. And at first, they just discuss their home life and the drama over their finances.
But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the fuck did you do that made you tired?
I went to Pilates.
It's been unspoken, but now we're just saying it now that we're both making content. If it's funny, we're good. That was clearly my wife trying to be funny, and watching everyone take it, because the idea that my wife, she's gonna start making so much, you guys are gonna make so much money. No. The idea that she would even go to the bank to try to open her own account, it's like laughable.
But quickly it is quite apparent that Akash's wife cannot handle herself around the aura that is Nav.
That we love you, but I actually love you in one of all of
I mean, just look at the eye contact between them, and how awkward Akash looks. I mean, she really almost slipped up and straight up said that she wanted to bang this guy.
Can I say, this is the best husband I've ever seen, and I'm not even saying that hyperbolically. It's a little annoying.
And other than the blatant cuckery, she makes it apparent that she is the most ungrateful wife to this guy. And as a matter of fact, she does not even want to celebrate his own birthday with him using his own money.
May the 4th is Akash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day, and I have to get him something. Listen, I'm just used to being treated like a princess all day, every day, so that one day that I don't.
Oh, what torture.
Yeah.
And so, of course, she got a lot of backlash over this. I mean, even the most staunch feminist out here was saying, like, please do not make me defend a man. Obviously, Myron was out here roasting the shit out of them collectively, and this was their airhead response to all the attention that they've been garnering.
But I will say, our haters are kind of really fucking dumb because you hating on us gained me 15,000 followers. That's organic followers. So it's like, you're just giving us more relevancy. Like, we were literally a pop culture topic and like people couldn't stop talking about it.
Yes, your haters will totally make you famous. I'm sure they aren't just watching the house burn down from afar. And I feel like everyone has that dumbass friend who pauses them in the middle of a conversation to say, yo bro, this conversation's great, we should totally have a podcast, you and me. You're right bro, everyone's gotta hear this. And I really think that that's how this stupid ass podcast started. Akash, don't tell me you built that studio, my guy. I mean, straight up, they need to start giving out IQ tests before they will sell you a microphone. And I'm just saying, guys, like, being someone whose job is online in the fashion that mine is, I would never date an influencer chick, or even a girl who has any sort of aspirations of online fame. It would just be way too big of a liability for reasons like this, and I definitely would not want someone who sits at home all day spending and solely relying on my income. But hey, I guess that's just the way I see it. You know, there has been this continued sense that, like, the Rogan sphere, and pretty much any comedian kind of...
It's like, that can go ahead and try to put a ring on it all you want, but you can see that the attitude, the mentality, the entitlement, everything like that, like, oh, your money is my money is my money. And then, you know, it's like, she mentioned she gets all those followers. You get more of those followers that then develop that mentality.
I think,
like
you know,
that.
it's funny because, like, people...
Toxicity.
Exactly. People that, like, bring up, like, that they're gaining organic, like, followers, like, that are usually, like, those fucking... those elixir sellers, or that, you know what I mean? Because it's not good clout. I mean, this stuff's gonna follow them. I mean, look at I don't know if you've ever seen the podcast Tiger Belly. It's almost the same scenario, dude. Like, you know, she's fucking, you know, everybody saw her differently. She's obviously popping off in her own way, but she will never match what he's actually, what the main dude is bringing to the table. You know what I mean? Without him, there is no her, and in this situation, without him, she wouldn't be relevant. Nobody would be talking about her. Yeah,
You're just known as his wife.
Yeah, exactly.
She's
Yeah,
wife.
and the only reason why she's relevant is because of him.
That's
Nothing
it.
to do with
No.
her. No one gets. Would you be watching this shit? That's what I'm saying, dude.
And then the relative
Yeah.
is just shit talking him
Yeah.
behind his back, and then he's just sitting in the corner like, yeah, she's right.
Yeah,
so I guess
yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, dude. Dude. You know what? Gosh, dude. Seriously, doubt you're gonna watch this, but if you do, bro, get out of this shit, bro. She's
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
man.
She's ultimately crazy.
Millions of people out there. You're trying to wife this one up. She clearly doesn't want a traditional marriage. And I
Yeah.
guess if that's the kind of stuff that you're into, and you like it, and she still talks to you and all that stuff, then go ahead and stay in it.
It's probably one of those dudes that like that weird shit, bro.
Something like that.
I don't know how it'd be, man, if she was talking to another guy for the
Take this off, you know?
Yeah.
Any normal person
I would have probably
would
like
not stand
got up
for
and
this
walked
shit.
out. Not even cause a scene, just get up and
You're like, you
laugh.
know what?
Fuck
I'm
this.
done.
Yeah.
But now you're marrying her and all that. She's gonna have ties to take her back to sleep.
Dude, it's so stupid, dude. Seriously, though, he signed it. Had her sign a Peter Peter too.
Oh, he did?
I hope he did.
I hope he
Yeah,
did.
I hope he did. Yeah.
But
so,
I don't know.
All right.
Knowing him, he'd probably still be like, well, she's a great girl. Let me give her half.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All
Thanks,
right.
everyone.
He's out.
revolving in its atmosphere has kind of been like self-destructing in the last year. I mean, if you go to the Flagrant podcast right